So for those of you who have watched my past video, part one, this is gonna be a continued video, and as you can see, it is the same dress and everything the same because I am gonna record. I recorded this in the same day, and then I just wanted it uh, to have two parts because I didn't wanted it to be too long for you guys. So we will discuss the following points in this video. So for those of you who are new to my channel, hi, my name is Lina. This is where I share my opinion and about the books that I read. And yeah, I love reading books. They have changed my life in so many different ways. I mean, the best book that I have ever read is, of course, my Bible. um, it has changed me in a very significant ways. And other than my Bible, I love to read self-development books. This is where I want. That's why I wanted to share. Yeah, the books that I read about. I mean, I hope it helps you guys. So, in today's video, we will discuss the points. And in chapter, I think last time I we have discussed the 3 points. Never again return to what hasn't worked, never again do anything that requires you to be someone you are not, and the fourth point was never again believe you can please everyone. Fifth point is never again choose short-term comfort over long-term benefit. So we have already discussed about, I think we just started chapter 4 last time, and we'll continue from that. So um chapter 4, it talks about never again believe that you can please everyone. I mean, at this point of our life where social media is becoming too much for us. I mean, we get a lot of information, we get a chance to compare ourselves with so many different people. I mean, we try to copy people, right? So we try to please people. I will just point you guys 2 points that we should not try to, like, reasons, not to please people. So the first one is you would have to be multiple people if your plan is to satisfy everyone, to please everyone. You might have to be a multiple people. For example, if you have a friend circle where they kind of love to club, to drink, to smoke, in order to be like them, you might have to do the action. You might have to smoke, to drink, and so on. So you are becoming a different person. And when you go to the other group of your people, I mean, for example, let's say they are spiritual people, you try to act as if you are very spiritual. So you are becoming multiple people. So this is one of the reasons that you should not try to please everyone. And the second one is you would have to make the wrong people happy. I mean, if you are trying to please everyone, you might have to stay a bit away from your value system, your vision, the thing that you believe on. So you try to, of course, like when you go out of your value system, you try to be someone else, right? So when you are becoming someone else, of course you please different people, the wrong people. So you won't reach your goal in that way. And the chapter 5, it says about never again choose short-term comfort over long-term benefit. So you guys, I mean, most of the time we really choose like short-term comforts. For example, I will give you an example. um you know Doing videos, it's really, sometimes it's very uncomfortable to me, guys. I mean, like, who am I to share my opinions with you guys? I mean, there are so many people. I know that, like, there are people who knows better than me, who have a lot of knowledge than me, but I choose to share because when I look my future, one day I want to work in counseling. It might be relation counseling, marriage counseling, like in the future. So, like, this thing that I'm doing right now, I mean, like doing YouTube videos or whatever it is, I mean, it's very uncomfortable, but I don't choose short term comfort over my long term goal because I want to reach there. In order to reach there, maybe I have to take the baby steps that I'm taking right now. So I would really suggest you guys as well, you should never choose your short term comfort over your long term goal. So please make sure. And in chapter 6, it talks about never again trust someone or something flawless. I mean, when it comes to this, I mean, we're human beings. I just explain it like that. I mean, like, only God is fully and 100%, I mean, like flawlessly trustful, because he is not bounded by, physical place or whatever. I mean, like, as a human being, we have a lot of shortcomings. I mean, like, sometimes even wanting to do something and not being able to, like, there are a lot of shortcomings that, sometimes it's hard to do, to go further, because, like, we kind of have to be superman or superwoman in order to, to do everything at the same time. So there are a lot of shortcomings. Due to that, we cannot make it, like, we cannot make it every time. We might be sick, we might be busy and not have a time to do the things that we really want to. So we are limited somehow, that's why, like, when we trust somebody else also, like, flawlessly, I think it brings disappointment in our life, because when they promise us something and then they don't do it, we try, we disappoint ourselves, but, like, like, we forget that they are human beings as well, like, they might not do it as well. So, like, we should never try to trust someone flawlessly. We could only trust God flawlessly, because he's able in every time, every situation, every moment. He can do what he has promised. But as human beings, we have a lot of shortcomings, so we cannot keep promises sometimes. I mean, like, we are just human. And in chapter 7, I think chapter 7, I might skip it. It says about never again take your eyes off the big picture. I think it's quite related to the chapter 5 that I just mentioned. I mean, never again choose short time comfort over your long time goal. I mean, I think this really relates to that. I mean, like, never again take your eyes off the big picture, the big picture, the big future that you have dreamed about, the vision board that you have already, sketched or printed out. Never again take off your focus from that big picture. I mean, whatever challenge you are going through right now, like, you know it is gonna be like a milestone to the goal or to the vision that God has showed you. So please don't give up, and yeah, look forward to the big picture. Chapter 8, it talks about never again neglect to do diligence. I mean, first let us explain due diligence. Due diligence means in business, I mean, do is like right now, and never again neglect to do diligence. It means, like, diligence, like, to do diligence is a practice of confirming that what you are getting is what you think you are getting. What you actually getting is that what you think you're getting. So mostly we consider that, we are getting something, but instead, it might, like, in our imagination, we think that, we are getting the exact thing that we want, but the other person might be giving us what they want. So we have to make sure that what we are getting is actually what we think we are getting. So the same applies to us when we give something. I mean, for example, let's say you have to submit a work, whatever it is. So when you have to do a task, like, do it diligently. If you have to deliver that thing right now, do it now and deliver it now. So, like, never again neglect to do a diligence. Don't postpone it to, don't postpone it to some other day, or don't give out your responsibility to somebody else. Yeah, that's about chapter 8. And I will skip chapter 9 because it has the same points like the others, but, like, um we skip chapter 9 and we discuss chapter 10. So chapter 10, it talks about never again forget that your inner life determines your outer success. You guys, I mean, most of the time we are really so concerned about the external factor. We get influenced by the external factor so easily, but we keep on forgetting that, our inner self actually, like, for me personally, when I'm not at peace with myself, that is the biggest problem. So, like, we forget that, our inner life determines our outer success. We have to live from inside. That's where the joy comes. That's where the real energy comes from. Because, like, inside, there's spirituality, there is God, because we are, like, we are spiritual beings, right? So when we start living from inside out, we pour out what we have. So when we plant our inner being with, with the word of God, with our prayer life, and with the good things, with positive things, and when we try to reflect the inner thing that we have in ourselves, of course the outside becomes beautiful. But then if we internalize what we hear from outside, thanks to social media these days, we have a lot of noises. And then when we start living by the external factor, when we start to learn from external to the internal one, of course we bring all those noises into our life, and we end up becoming so stressful, anxious, and so on. So we should really try to develop the habit of living from inner to the outer one. So yeah, you guys, like, I couldn't share a lot because like, we are limited in time, right? I cannot make like 1 hour video or something. It would be really boring. So I try to cut the points and then share what I really have to share. So honestly speaking, I really loved this book. It's quite like, it has the spiritual version also. It even mentions some Bible verses, and I just love Henry Cloud, and I just love his books. So I really encourage you guys to read this book if you can find it. Like, let me know in the comment section if you really want the soft copy, also I can share with you. And thank you for watching, and I hope it helps at least one person. And yeah, if you think that's helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, so that I can come up with different videos as well. And so that I know also if you like it, like if you like my content, I can do even more. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I love you guys. God bless you. Bye bye. Till next video.